Hello everyone, I am Mayur Thakur, Assistant Professor from Department of Mechanical Engineering at Godavari College of Engineering, Jalgaon. In this session, we will see Fourth Industrial Revolution. So for that, overview of this session is, first of all, we have to see what is meant by Industrial Revolution. Then we will go for historical context. In historical context, we have to see First Industrial Revolution, then Second Industrial Revolution. Then after that, we will go for Third Industrial Revolution. Then we will approach us to the Fourth Industrial Revolution. At the end of the session, we have to see scope of the Fourth Industrial Revolution and various mega trends which will be used in Industry 4.0. So now I will start from what is meant by Industrial Revolution. So before going to the concept of Industrial Revolution, we have to know what is the definition of revolution. So revolution meaning is that some kind of shift, some abrupt change that is required in order to transform the way things have been happening. So an abrupt change in the way things are being done, so that is a revolution. So if you look at the revolution in past earlier, if you go back more than 10,000 years ago, our forefather used to collect the food through the foraging techniques. So basically wandering here and there and collecting the food, bringing them and eating the food through the collected food materials like fruit, vegetable, etc., whatever they used to find. So further foraging behavior was transformed to the farming. So in that the different crops were grown and food plantation were started. So the result of this transformation from foraging to the farming was increase the production process so that it increased the communication between the humans. So there was the growth of food production as the population growth increased. So we are talking about almost 10,000 years back. So then came to the industrial revolution. So industrial revolution where the development of new technology and new approaches promote the shift in economy model and social architecture. So what happens here? So in industrial revolution, where the new technology, new machines were produced the new approaches to the production processes. So this shifted the economy from primitive economy with the simple aggression centric economies to the more aggressive machine oriented economy. So that was the industrial revolution. So consequently the economic model changed, the social architecture changed. So everything has been changed. So here the new technology and new technology will be approaches to the industry. So that is a industrial revolution. The industrial revolution again went through the different stages. During the 1760 to the 1814, there was a first industrial revolution. So the first industrial revolution marked as the hand production method to the machine through the use of the steam power and water power. So in first industrial revolution, there is a invention of the steam engine. Then construction of the railway stimulate the overall revolution. So that result, the utilization of the machine has been increased in production process. So that was the first industrial revolution. Then came to the second industrial revolution. So the second industrial revolution is also known as a technological revolution, and which happened in between 1871 to the 1914. So in this second industrial revolution, installation of extensive railroad and telegraph network which allow for the faster transfer of the peoples and ideas. So in the second industrial revolution, use of electricity has been increased. So that triggered the revolution. So for that use of electricity increases, so the mass production has been increased in the second industrial revolution. Then came to the third industrial revolution. The third industrial revolution is also known as digital revolution, and it has been occurred in the late 20th century. So gradually it was a so gradually with the increase of the computers and computing devices, peripheral, etc., the transformation in the industry also happened. There was an increase the use of digital technology in the industry. So the third industrial revolution, which again increased the production of the goods and commodity in the industry. The production was due to the increase in semiconductor and semiconducting devices, which was almost parallel with the growth of computer. So here the production of the semiconductor and semiconducting devices triggered this revolution. So for that the result was increase the computing technology such as mainframe, personal computer, and internet connectivity. So between this computer, the internet world wide web gradually has been increased so that the efficiency of that industry also has been increased. So that was a complete third industrial revolution. The fourth industrial revolution, that is industry 4.0. So the fourth industrial revolution is something which is origin in a German economy. So it was required in early 21st century to uplift the German economy. The industries having the individual industry having the industrial infrastructure, everything was through the third industrial revolution. But how could we improve the production even faster and make the processes even more efficient? So the people thought about the how things could be done. So there were different sensor and sensing technology which were becoming the very popular. So with the introduction of the sensor actuator along with the regular infrastructure, the internet together basically was able to transform the existing IT based infrastructure in company to more efficient one and more connected one. So that was a fourth industrial revolution. So extensive use of the AI, machine learning and CPS, that is cyber physical system, that will be used in a fourth industrial revolution. Then the scope of the fourth industrial revolution. So first scope is smart connected machines. So in a smart connected machine, here require the autonomous behavior, where which can detected, connected and taken forward in an autonomous manner. So that is basically that is a smartness. Okay. So the introduction of the small cheap energy efficient sensor and actuator have made it possible to make the machine is a more connected one and more smarter one. So that is a smart connected machines. Then second scope of this fourth industrial revolution is smart factories. So smart factories is a digitalized manufacturing facility that uses the connected devices, machinery and production system in continuously. So collect and share the data. This data is then used to inform the decision to improve the processes as well as address any issue that may arise. So that is a smart factory. Then third scope for the fourth industrial revolution is nanotechnology. It is a understanding and control of the matter at nanoscale and at the dimension between approximately 1 to 100 nanometer. So where unique phenomenon enable to the novel application. So that is a nanotechnology. Then fourth scope for the fourth industrial revolution is quantum computing. So quantum computing is a type of computation that harness the collective property of the quantum state such as superposition interface to perform the calculation. So the device that perform the quantum computation are also known as quantum computers. So now this everything packaged together is helping in the transformation to the fourth industrial age, which is the industry 4.0. So these are the scope for the fourth industrial revolution. Now we have to see here context of the fourth industrial revolution. So digital fabrication technology are able to communicate with the biological world. So now it is possible that through the advancement of the technology, it is possible that we can have the different sensor inside the physiological system. So these sensor and other advanced technology are able to communicate with the outside world. So that means outside human being. Now it is possible remotely you could send the signal to the human body and to perform such a physiological operation within the human body. So that has been possible. So for that the result is producing the object are mutable and adaptable ones. So next context for the fourth industrial revolution is use of AI, that is use of artificial intelligence. So use of AI and machine learning also has made possible that self-driving car, virtual assessment, transition software, prediction of the cultural interest, and many other different things has been made possible with the use of AI. So everybody knows about the application of Siri. So Siri is a basically that is nothing but application of voice search. So it is a Apple product. It uses the AI techniques. Okay. So basically somebody speaks and that application will be recognize that voice and make searching on that internet what you had speak. Okay. So that is the application of Siri. So these are the context for the fourth industrial revolution, that is use of AI. Now we have to see various megatrends. So there are three megatrends here. First is physical megatrend, second is a digital megatrend, third is a biological megatrends. So these are the three main megatrends. Now in a physical megatrends, there are autonomous vehicles, 3D printer, advanced robotics, new materials are come in a physical megatrends. Now, if you see the autonomous vehicle, in autonomous vehicles, that is already in a place where the autonomous trucks, drones, which are self-driven, then driverless aircrafts, then driverless boats, are come under the autonomous vehicles. Then 3D printers, if you give any shape this machine, the 3D printer manufacture the particular product according to the specified shape. So 3D printer has the application in wind turbine and medical implant and so on. Then advanced robotics. So in advanced robotics, it has a conventional application of in automotive industry. So robots are also used in a medical domain for robotic surgery. Then you can say that robot also used in agricultural sector. Then new materials. So materials are recyclable are plastics. So use of nanotechnology, use of materials are graphene, thermoset. These are also making this material lighter, stronger, and more adaptive one. Okay. So which being in a different domain such as a which will be used in a various domains such as the aviation industry, then different manufacturing industry, and so on. So these are the various physical megatrends. Then we have to see various digital megatrends. So in a digital megatrends, there are IoT, then application of IoT, digital currency, blockchain. Okay, so this digital transformation has been happening. The introduction of the sensor, connected actuator, connected sensor. These are the all absolute the use of Internet of Things. Okay, this is all are about the use of the Internet of Things. So we all heard about use of the digital currency, use of blockchain for securing your bank transaction and government transaction and so on. So these are all digital megatrends. Then we come to the biological megatrends. So in biological megatrends, where the different technologies such as gene sequencing and genetic engineering come to the picture. So in gene sequencing, where identify the changes in genes and various dissociated disease which is associated with the genes that can be identified. in gene sequencing, and with the help of the genetic engineering, where the cell modification is possible now. Okay, so these are the biological megatrends, that is the genetic sequencing and genetic engineering. So this is all about the industry 4.0, or you can say that overview of the industry 4.0. So thank you everyone.